Or just get YouTube Premium for 129, which gives you both. YouTube Premium. Try 1 month free.
Hey, Bharat, what's up?
Hello.
Hello, what's up?
Usman, do you have the lead for this charger?
Ah, the code. Do you mean the code?
Yeah, yeah, the cord, the
There,
cord.
damn, it's with me, but I'm not like currently inside the campus right now. I mean, like I'm not in
Even I.
the hostel.
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
the
Do you
academic
have
block.
it? Or like, is it with you?
Yeah, it's with me.
Okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay. That's fine. No issues. So it's fine. Okay, no issues. But I just need it right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. So.
Yeah, good evening, guys. I hope I am audible.
Yes, please say you're audible.
Yes,
Oh, damn.
you
So
are.
I think I come in, disconnect. Yeah, I hope I am audible.
Yes, please say you're audible.
Yeah, thank you. I think Adebusi is here. Adebusi. What is that? Hi, hello everyone. Adebusi, are you here? Yeah, hello everyone. So, welcome for
Okay.
today.
Yes, I'm actually present here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. So, the organization organizing this event is actually like founded by Adebusi. So he's here. I'll probably just allow him to like say like one or two things or stuff like that. Adebusi, can you hear me? Can you come in? Oh, Adebusi, yeah, probably his services. I don't know.
Right. I'm here, Usman. I can barely hear you, but can you come again? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying like if you can introduce yourself like one or two. One or 2 minutes or something like that. Like I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Good evening. You're welcome to the second edition of SkillSpark, which is the first time we're actually organizing this program for young people across Nigeria who are interested in SEC and who are already SEC professionals to get to learn about SEC from people who have been in the space and already share from their wealth of knowledge and wisdom. My name is Olakoya Alibusi. I'm the founder and the executive director of Leader and Coach, which is an organization that has a vision to actually raise young leaders across Africa who are equipped with the skills to create local and global impacts. And at Leader and Code, we've been doing this for 2 years already, creating fellowship, providing opportunities, and enabling young people with resources to actually go ahead and make progress and contribute to the advancement of their local communities, Nigeria and Africa as a whole. And the SkillSpark program is one that's organized by Lead and Coach and led by our tech and ICT lead, Mr. Osman Akemi, to actually empower young people in Nigeria interested in tech and to raise tech talents who can actually go ahead after this program to do great things using technology. We don't understand the power of technology in our time, and now the world is actually moving towards AI. But then, what if you actually get the opportunity to learn from experts and people who are able to use AI to solve problems and not just people who claim to be experts? And this is what we are doing here at Lead and Coach in SkillSpark program, and we trust you have a wonderful experience. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Adebusi, for for introducing yourself. The speaker is already here. I'm very sorry for like, delaying the speaker, but like, I will quickly like, give some brief talk about technical writing. I don't think there is really any tech project or any software or anything with that will be able to like be successful without like the writing part. If you look at any like let me say like languages, like any tech project needs some documentation. They need to like, okay, how can people use their products? So I think that's like the function of the technical writers. I don't know, like the speaker is going to like talk more about it. And even in open source, technical writing is like very important in open source, and it's like one of the If you look at Python, which is like one of the most popular programming languages, second to JavaScript sometimes, but sometimes Python come up, sometimes JavaScript come up. Like those languages are pretty popular. So like if you look at Python and even JavaScript itself, like if you look at the writing part is actually what makes those the documentation part. Is what makes those stuff like really very important. You can easily like learn Python just going through the documentation. Even JavaScript, you can learn JavaScript by going through the documentation. If you go to the MDN documentation and stuff, like technical writing is very important. Like the companies, all this stuff. So I don't really know much about it. So like let the speaker who actually have like much experience. Talk. And actually the speaker is actually if you is like the top notch like the technical writer like she's not only a technical writer. I think she's also like back end developer and stuff like that, which I'm really like intrigued by that. So I will be calling on is it Miss or Mrs. It's Miss, of course, Miss by that like come up. uh
Good evening, everyone. Good
then
evening,
ma'am,
guys.
I would like to also like if you can also introduce yourself more, because you probably like didn't see, uh, you get.
Yeah, I can understand. Good evening, guys. I'm so happy to be here, and thank you so much, Usman and Fawaz, and all the organizers of this program for the opportunity to speak to you guys tonight. So, as I've said, I'll be taking you guys. My name is Ubaida. First things first. My name is Ubaida. I'm currently a student of University of Ibadan, studying petroleum engineering. So my journey into tech was more like an interesting one. Coming to university to study petroleum engineering, like I didn't come into school to study computer science or something programming, but like how I just found myself doing tech is an interesting one, and I'm forever grateful for the opportunity. So as Usman has said, I'll be taking you guys through technical writing tonight. What exactly is technical writing? How to get started in technical writing, and also, obviously, whatever we are doing in tech, we're all here to make money. So also, like
Yeah, it's very important.
various ways you can get opportunity and how to like earn in technical writing. So like I'll be presenting a slide and sharing my screen soon. Thank you so much for joining. So I hope we all can see my screen.
Yeah, we can, but we have okay. We can now.
Right. So good evening, everyone. I'm Ubaida. I'm a software engineer. I build majorly the server side of web and mobile applications, that is the back end. So I work with languages like Python, Node.js for JavaScript and TypeScript, and also Golang.
Wow.
So majorly I build APIs for web, APIs for mobile. So also as a side part, I also do technical writing. I document and also I enjoy explaining technical concepts in form of blogs, guide. I also write API documentation. Yeah, I'm a learner, committed to learning and growing in all aspects of life. So yeah, let's go into the business of today, which is what understanding technical writing. So like, what is technical writing and what are the various forms of technical writing? Okay, like I know everyone here we do Google a lot, we do like search a lot. For instance, like maybe in your course or something, you're googling about like how does this work? Do we actually have something maybe like you're googling about maybe let's pick thermodynamics. You want to know whether in Boy's law whether the pressure increase or decrease. You kind of
Yeah.
Google it and something pops up like, yeah, this is the explanation of Boy's law and this is how it works. This is the explanation of Charles' law. This is how it works. And you know that way, like it's someone that actually took their time to write that blog post for you to explain that written information for you. So technical writing is more of like a process of developing and managing written information about specific subjects in technology. So like we are in the tech world now. We have various new things coming up in the tech world. Few years back, many people didn't know about Web3, but now we have like a various blog posts explaining Web3, explaining what Web3 is, what is Web3, how you can get into it and all. So those forms of writing explain about a specific form of a specific part of technology is a technical write-up. We also have like concept. We have new languages, old languages, Python, Golang. If you search online now, like I want to do this particular task in Python, and a blog post comes up, so that is someone that took their time to write those guidance, those instructions, those explanations for you to relate to, for you to be able to interact with whatever you are facing. I mean, I want to build a web app. How do I go about it? You put it online and you already have like a guide for you to like get started with it. So technical writing is a process of developing written information about a specific subject in technology that requires guidance, instructions, explanation on or analysis in order for you as a reader to relate to. So what are the various forms of technical writing? So we have the APIs like end user documentation. So the API documentation is more like, I told you right that I do backend, I build the server side of application. API basically means application programming interface. It's like an interface in which when we have like a web application, we have the front end, the part the user is seeing, and the back end. So how the how you are able to like interact well with the front end depends on the data the back end is providing to you. So in a team when we are building a product, so we have the front end guy doing the design of the interface and how to make the web app interactive and accessible. And we have the backend guy providing all the data, doing the authorization, doing the authentication from the backend, giving the dynamic data as displayed on the web. So the API documentation is just a way for whoever wants to use a particular API to know how the API works, what data is supposed to send to the API, what error you get if you send the wrong data. So that's basically what API documentation is doing for you. And API documentation is majorly useful for people developing, for mostly the front end developer, or also the back end guys that they needed someone else's API to integrate into their own API. So we need those API documentation to have a proper guide on how to use that particular API. Imagine you are building an app and you want to like integrate maybe Stripe into as a payment platform. If you just have the API and you don't have any guide on how to use that API, like you just have the API. What data is the API expecting? You have no knowledge about it. You obviously don't know. You won't be able to interact with that product. So what API documentation gives is that it gives you that guide. It gives you the process, the steps for you to be able to interact with the API. We also have QA solutions like QA basically the quality assurance. Like when you develop a website, you want to ensure every part of it is working properly. So, like, what are the solutions and how to write it? So, you use the technical write-ups to do that. Then we have how-to guides and tutorials. Like, basically, you see write-ups that'll be like how to, like, maybe say how to create arrays in Python. So, the guide kind of give you like step-by-step process on how to create an array in Python. And you have a bug, maybe like how to create an email in I want to integrate Gmail into my app to create email notification. Then you find a guide like how to guide it, gives you the breakdown, the step by step aspect on how to do that. Then we also have product requirement document. When we are building a product, there's a need for PRDs. PRDs are like, okay, what are the specific things I want my product to have? Do I want users to be able to maybe view message? Do I want users to be able to delete message? So all the requirements for that product, I kind of put them in the technical write-up. We also have research papers and reports. We all do if you are in maybe like in the academia line, we all do research and we know about research and also research papers are one of form of technical writing. We have white papers. White papers are like a write-up that kind of gives like an overview about the particular product. What is the product doing? What are the solutions the product is developing? What are the solutions the product is providing, and so on and so forth. Then review papers. Review papers can be in form of anything. It can be like, okay, I'm trying to like review a particular product. What does this product does, and what are the specific things you should expect from that product? So those are various ways of technical writing. So why should you consider technical writing? Like you've had technical writing, okay, you want to like explain concepts to people and all of that. Why should you not consider it? Technical writing is actually a lucrative and highly paid skill According to like Glassdoor, the average range a technical writer here annually is $60K to $103K. And even for you even get to this stage, even as like a building technical writing, there's really like a lot to offer, especially from
Wow.
people from low income countries like Nigeria and others. Earning like earning very high as someone there as a technical writer is one way to like make yourself better and live a comfortable life. So, what are the benefits of technical writing? So, to the audience, obviously, when you read technical write-ups, it helps. Sorry,
Yeah, go on. I think it's
sorry. Can I continue?
yeah,
Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. Go on. I think it's some interruption or something like that.
All right, thank you. So, to the audience, obviously, technical write-ups help you in breaking down concepts. Imagine you are stuck on a particular issue and you Google online and you don't have any resource on it. How will you feel? It's like it will elongate whatever you are trying to do because obviously you have no reference, you have nothing to like guide you to help you to break down that concept. So for also the writers, it helps you to research better. Like when you dive into technical writing, you kind of have more of research experience. You know how to like research stuff. You know what to do, where you to you know how to do to find solutions to whatever you are having. So it also helps you in developing stronger communication skills. So when you write, it kind of gives you when you write, kind of give you the ability to be able to communicate whatever you are thinking to a particular set of audience. So technical writing helps you to develop your communication skills. It also gives you a professional writer presentation. It might not be that perfect, but once people see you that you are creating content, you are writing, it gives you this professional writer presentation and also like kind of bring opportunities your way. Some of the opportunities you even get, it might be like people just coming to your DM to drop it to you because they know that she's a writer, even if you are not even perfect. But then when people find your writing, they find it helpful. It helps them solve the particular problem they are having. So they kind of bring more opportunities to you. So how do you get started in technical writing? Well, some people are of the opinion that you don't need to learn how to code to get started in technical writing. But I'll say it doesn't really get that easy. It's not really that easy. To be a good technical writer, to try well in technical writing space, you need to learn how to code a programming language. So there are various programming languages you can learn: Python, JavaScript, Java. So I'll say once you get started learning that language, just speak whatever you are learning about and start writing about it. That's what I did like
Wow.
when I was starting. I was not really a pro or anything, but I just speak like if I learn a new concept or if I learn how to do something, I'll just put it up in a blog post. And that it even helped me understand it better. It helps me understand that concept better. It helps me like do more research on it that and understand it on a very much deeper level because obviously I'm writing about it and I don't want to write something so confusing so that no user will be able to relate to or understand to. So what technical writing does, one of the ways to get started is that once you start learning that language, use resources online, write about it on popular tech blog sites, share it on your social media page. Let's give it to people to help you review. Read variety of technical write-ups on that topic because obviously you're a starter in programming and you're writing a topic on maybe like how to create an array in JavaScript. Obviously there are a lot of write-ups of it already online. That doesn't mean you should not write yours. You can write it in your own way, your own understanding, and add even more new things that other writers don't have, or kind of bring about what every write-up is lacking and compile it into your own write-up. And yeah, people find it useful. So you can give it to the people to help you review. Let people ask people what do they think about what you wrote. So that way it helps you get better. And also when you read other technical write-ups, how they structure their content, what they do differently to get more engagement. So you can pick out tips from that to help you develop your own better content. You can also join communities of technical writing like Akmamba. Akmamba actually does this weekly or monthly challenge that
Wow.
they challenge you to submit write-ups every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. So that way you keep consistent with whatever you're writing about. They also have like they have reviewers that will help you review it that to ensure that it conforms to standards that can be published outside. So you can join Ask Mamba and they also like share resources, they share opportunities for technical writers. Write the docs is one of the very vast community of technical writers where resources are shared. They share job opportunities like they even have like a job channel where they share jobs, opportunities in technical writing space and all of that. So, what are the challenges you might face when writing technical articles? If I face maybe like grammar challenge, maybe if you're just like starting and you're having issues with grammar, so you can use grammar tools like Grammarly, Qboot, and all of that to like properly write your grammars. Then plagiarism can use there are tons of plagiarism checkers online that you can use to ensure whatever you're writing is not plagiarized. Because in this world of content still, so you have to be very careful that the information you are putting out is not a plagiarized information. Then insufficient information. So when you are writing on a topic, ensure you do like a lot of research, read thoroughly and well, read thoroughly about that topic before you write on it. So you have like a vogue write up or something that is not really appeasing to the user. So misinformation, ensure like whatever you are writing in your article, you are not misinforming the user. You don't want to write a write up that won't guide that will lead someone astray rather than guide them. So ensure you check your content so that you're not putting any form of misinformation. So yeah, if you have low engagement or you don't feel like people find your writing useful, try and improve the search engine optimization. Use tags that will quickly come up in online. Don't use like something very long or something very that won't really like attract users. Write something that will like once they see your title, like people just want to open it and write and read it. And also you can use your social media like to attract more people to read on your write-ups. You can also join communities, especially tech communities that are related to that articles. I know that people they will find it useful. Share it to them, ask them what they think, tell them to help you engage, and obviously you see results. So what are the various tools you can use for technical writing? So you can create your blogs on Defto, Ashnode, Medium, WordPress, LinkedIn. Personally, I would recommend Defto and Ashnode and Medium. Like those three kind of have a wide database of developers, technology enthusiasts and all of that that can easily find the content useful. So for your grammar check, use Grammarly, Qboot, Hemingway, Writer.com. So those are the tools that you can use for checking your grammar and ensuring that your grammars are accurate. Then for research, you can use Google to research. You can use Stack Overflow. Like Stack Overflow has like tons of developers on it dropping stuff on various problems, various bug solving. So you can use Stack Overflow to like get how a particular task is done. Then you can also use AI, ChatGPT. Though AI has like some AI is not really it's not accurate all the time, but you can use AI to like give you an idea on what to write about, help you structure your content, like outline your content and all of that. So can use that, then AI can even give you better insight to do a very thorough research online. So for writing, can you use Google Docs to write your content? Can you use Dropbox paper to write your content when you are writing your draft before you put on? Though Ashland and them also has like a they have the writing this thing where you can write your content, but you can also write it on Google Docs. You can use Dropbox paper, you can use Notion, you can use Microsoft Word. You can also use Visual Studio Code to write your write-ups. Then illustration and design. You don't want to make your writing boring that what you are just reading is word, word, word. So try and like illustrate some of the concepts you are trying to relate to the user. Like maybe I want to relate to the user that what does API does. You can use all these illustrations to like okay API send information to the front end that send information to the user. So you can use Escali draw to draw all this stuff to illustrate out. On draw has different illustration you can use to spice up your writing. So for your designs, you can use Canva to like okay, I'm writing about how to draw and arrange JavaScript. Take Canva, put a diagram, write some more. It does not need to be complex. You can just make something very simple. Draw.io, Miro, all these ones are illustration tools. So for SEO, to ensure that your writing can perform well on the one search on the internet, you can use Fraser, Semrush, Uber Suggest to check the SEO percentage and how you can better improve it. So, what are tips that I'll give you when you're starting to write a technical write-up? Start with an outline. Don't just like okay, I want to write how to create an array in JavaScript. What will I do at first? My outline will look like this: an introduction, like a brief overview of what I'm trying to write about. Okay, what is JavaScript? What is JavaScript, what kind of language is JavaScript, how what is an array like, what is an array, how to create an array in JavaScript, and maybe like a conclusion. So like start with an outline, properly outline what you like to write about, and ensure that it is well structured. Then discover your writing style and stick to it. Like to discover your writing style, you need to actually write. So when you get started in writing, you know like okay, this is how I want to communicate my words to user, this is how I want users to see my writing. Then stick to it, like don't be inconsistent. Then obviously make use of infographics like visual aids, tables, graphs, charts, um, drawings, illustration, use that to spice up your writing. It's kind of make it more interesting to the user. Then use interactive code slash code snippets. When you are writing, add code snippets. Tools that you can use to add code snippet like we have the code sandbox, code pen, JS, EWGs, Markdown. These are different tools that you can use to like write snippet codes that you put in your write up. Include reference links. If you're like writing and there's like a very like a concept that you don't really want to like break it down in your own write up, but you have another resource that kind of explains it more well. Ensure you have that reference in that into that write up so that it can be useful so that the user will not find the writing vogue and they can easily reference that link so that you can know more about that topic. Also use grammar tools, Grammarly, Hemingway to check your grammar correctness. Then also use the SEO tools that I shared earlier to optimize your content so that when it's searched online, it will have a higher rank. So how do you earn in technical writing? So there are various ways to earn in technical writing. You can earn through freelancing. There are freelancing platform Upcore, Fiverr, or Sourcely. So these are platforms you can check out and create an account and all of that. Read more on it, then know that okay, this is how I want to like earn in technical writing. The community writer program. This is the major these major ways in which technical writers earn. So like there are various companies that want you to write for them. They pay you per article and they want you to write for them. So these are some of the companies that pay. This GitHub profile kind of give like an overview of all companies. I can see it's even like in alphabetical order, all companies that pay you to write for them. So most of these companies they need you to, they want people to come to their product, they want people to like visit their website. So they kind of pay outside writers to write on content that people will find useful on the internet. So that way they generate traffic to their site. So they pay you to write for them, and we have a lot of companies here that you can actually check out. But before you can like apply to most of them, you need to like have sample write-ups. So that's where you need to like build your skill first. Have those write-ups. Have a standard write-up that when any company will see, they will actually believe you're a good technical writer. So before you like pitch to these companies that you want to write for them, so you need to have samples. Because most of them obviously ask that what are the previous samples you've written before? What is your experience? Some of them will some will even accessory ask you that do you have any experience in writing, but they will ask for your samples. So you need to have samples. So to apply to all these companies for writing, you need to have like your samples. Then open source programs like Google Season of Docs. So Google Season of Docs is like a yearly program where organizations that are especially in the open source, they are brought to Google to they are brought to Google and they kind of recruit writers are applied to them so that they can write for them for a period of time and they pay them too. So it's the one way to like and also you can do blogging. You can blog and you can create your own website, blog, put ads on it. So it's one way to earn. Then we have content hackathon. Communities like Hackmamba, they do like hackathons where they like challenge people to write on a particular product. The last one, which was like last year that they did, there was a company that that wanted people to write for them. Like they are a new company, they just ship the product, so they wanted people to write for them. They brought it to Hackmamba and Hackmamba make an hackathon. So it was really a great. I participated in that hackathon too, and I took the second runner up. So it's one of the various ways you can earn too, because they pay every winner. So one of the ways you can earn too in technical writing. Also, you can apply to content agency. Agencies like Draft.dev now they write content for various people. So they're always needing writers most of the time in different fields, so you can apply to them. They're an agency, they create content for various companies, so you can apply to them if you have the skills they want and they'll back to you. So that's just various ways that you can earn doing technical writing. So these are various resources that I created. We have the Google Technical Writing course and give you an overview on what technical writing is. We have a pocket technical writing list. We have the technical writing style guide, how to use Markdown, because some companies will require you to write in Markdown. We have then the paid community writer programs. So these are the various ways you can these are the various resources you can refer to for technical writing. So like I'll be showing you like a sample of a technical writing I did. So for this writing now, like the company required me to use Markdown to write it. So you can see like I was writing this hash in Markdown means heading. It means it's the first header like to have to break. This star is bold. So learn how to use Markdown. So like all this sign, all if you want to do it links, how you do it in Markdown. If you want to do bold, how you do it. This slash two slash means header two. This last slash means code. So as you can see, like I have my write up. How did I start? I started with like a short introduction. Then I moved to explaining what the echo command is, and there was an illustration. Then I broke down my writing into the various headers and all of that. It's a published article online already. So this is like a sample of a technical write-up. This technical write-up now I'm using it to break down it's like a guide on how to use the line second command. I'm very sure if you read this guide, you better understand how to use the line second command. So Um, thanks for listening. I hope I've been able to enlighten you on technical writing and how to get started. And if you have any questions for me, you can kindly let me know. Thank you
Uh,
very much.
Thank you for this. I was really like blown. I think I also have to like be serious about my technical writing career. I don't know. It's so. I don't know. It's so like lucrative like this. I will have really taken it seriously than now. I thank you very much. And is there a way that we can probably like get like some of the links or access to like the presentation or something like that? If there is any
Yeah, I'll
possibility.
share the link to the presentation now.
Wow, wow, thank you very much. Then I think I have some questions. Like, is there anyone who have any question? If you have any question, please kindly signify. Yeah, if you have any question, just jump in or something like that. Yeah, Mohammed, go on.
Yeah, Philip. Yeah. So thanks to Sister Ubeda for the presentation. I will appreciate it. So my question is kind of maybe two, sir. The first one is what's the difference between the content writing and technical writing? Content writing and technical writing. And second question is that can we say WWP school is a technical writing also?
Ah, can you,
That's all.
can you can can you come up? Can you repeat the second question?
I said WWP school
Okay.
for development. Is it a technical writing website or like? I hope you understand the question like that.
Yeah.
It's about them.
Okay. Okay. I think.
Um, yeah, I think I get your question. Thank you very much for the question. Okay, so you said what's the difference between content writing and technical writing? Okay, it's different. I'll say like technical writing is an aspect of content writing because content can be anything. You can create content on health. You can say, okay, I want to teach guys on how to like check their blood pressure at home by themselves. It's an health content. You can create content on various things. Can be health, can be transport. Okay, I want to guide people on how to take transport from UI to Bodija. So that's the content. You can create content on maybe other aspects, sharp, but technical writing is when the content now becomes about technology. When it becomes technical, then it becomes technical writing. Please, I hope like you get the difference.
Yes, thank you.
Was I able to answer that?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, thank you.
So like
Yeah, is there any other question?
then he said W3 school, yeah, yes. W3 school kind of explain everything about web development. I remember like when I wanted to learn HTML, then I had to visit their website and they had like different guides on getting started with HTML and all of that. Yeah, that's a form of technical writing. As far like they are breaking down concept of technology, it's a technical writing. It's a technical write up. I hope I was able to answer your question.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Abdul Moiz, go on, sir.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Wa alaikum assalam. Hello.
Now, my question is that do you have to be a programmer to become a technical writer? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, at the beginning of my presentation, I think I'm like in the middle of my presentation when I was talking about ways to get started. I think I mentioned you should actually learn a programming language to be efficient in technical writing skills. Most like companies that want you to write for them, they want you to know how to code because they even want you to write on topics that are required to coding. So you need to actually learn how to code to thrive well in technical writing skills.
Hmm.
Thank you.
So yeah, probably like to try well. Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah. Because that's why it's probably like called technical because I mean you're writing something, but I don't know. Yeah. There's another question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kalu.
Good evening, everyone. My
Yeah.
question is: these the resources you shared to us, the links, are the courses free or are we going to pay?
No, they are all free.
Wow.
They're
Thank
like
you.
even websites that you just go through. Most of them and they are not video courses.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, is very much accessible. It's free. This is
Yeah.
can you guys my screen?
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
So this is it's free. You don't need to pay anything.
There is someone else. Davis. Yeah. Go on. Davis.
Yes, please. I understood that for one to get like enough reach out as a technical writer, one must have like history of samples and work. So basically, what I just want to find out is like a guide to creating a proficient profile as well, social media wise, and where one can store like what are tools, what is your hack like? I know it's not a day job, but there should have been some like tools that makes the work faster. I don't know if you get my point.
Okay, when I got started with experience, like anytime I write a content, I put it on LinkedIn, I put it on Twitter, I put it on I was in plenty tech communities, so I put it in almost everything. So it's and I put it on my WhatsApp soon. So I had like a lot of people viewing them because when you have like a very wide space of people viewing your content, it generates traffic on it. So that way you can have people viewing it. People will even like feed you back, especially maybe if the content was helpful for them, they thought, wow, I really find this insightful. Or sometimes you just have people in your link they telling you that thank you so much for writing this content. I was battling this exact issue and your content was the one that saved me through. So and so my social media they really helped me building that profile.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I think my own question will probably be like, I mean, what is your like, what is the scenario like? How did you get your first technical writing job or something like that? That is just my own question.
Okay. How I got my first gig was I was already writing and putting it everywhere. So someone just like enter my DM that there's an opportunity for technical writer, like I should shoot.
Wow.
Someone entered my DM on WhatsApp, and I just filled the form. Like I was not really expecting much from it. I just filled the form. I put my sample there, and yeah, the company reached out there. And they actually asked me for a proposal, like I should propose a topic on like to write for them. It was on their product, so they needed someone to write a specific topic on how to use their product. So I just did few research on what their product is, and I pitched a topic to them. And in some weeks, I got their email that my proposal has been accepted and I should get started writing. So that was how I got my first key. So that was where like sharing your content so people know you actually listen. That's where it comes in. Like, I'm very sure if I was just hiding my content somewhere, the person that shared the opportunity to me wouldn't have known like technical writing, because of sharing the opportunity to me.
Yeah, thank you very much. Davis, do you have any a question?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
go
think
on,
there
go
have
on.
been times where, yeah, I said as a technical writer, will anyone encounter like maybe copyright accusation or like maybe as somebody is doing something, there are just some kind of people that want to paint your work bad and stuff like that. Is there a way to like get restrictions from them or something? Because I feel maybe along the line, some people might have picked up your content and like.
So please, can you rephrase that question?
Have you ever had like what is this malware? Like have you faced any encounters as a copywriter, like where someone's phishing or somebody's spamming with like that?
Oh no, 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 I've not had that experience before.
Spamming or I also don't
I've not
understand.
had that experience.
Yeah.
Spamming as how? I
Alright.
don't know.
Yeah. When you are creating content as a content creator, so most times you usually experience hacking, maybe like someone hacks your files and as a content creator, you know what I'm talking about. And then
Uh,
you lose all your clients and things.
yeah, I think
Like,
I
and how do you then need to prevent it? Then like somebody is like remaking your work with a different account.
yeah. See, I mean, my own taking probably like someone like probably like taking looking into your work for like technical writing. I mean, just my own belief is that see in tech, especially in programming, I don't really think anyone should really take if someone is like using your if the person is not like doing control C for all of your content, if the person is actually using some part of your content, I don't think there is any problem in that this is like technical stuff. There are a lot of in programming world you should have like the mentality that like you can anyone can go use your work. I mean that's just my own belief, and that's probably like what open source is built upon. So like technical work is not really like something that you'll be fighting for, like all these copyright stuff. This is I mean probably like for programming, for probably like some other stuff, probably like graphic designing, it might be very important, but like programming and technical writing, because you also probably when from what you said, when you were writing your own copywriting stuff, sorry, when you were writing your own content, your own technical write up or something like that, you were probably like looking through through some content or something like that. Just be free. Just like use Ashnode, or just be free. Let other people also learn from you. Or use your content. I don't know. Like that's just my own. If it's like programming related, like in programming we share code, we share everything. That is really like the main thing of programming, like collaboration. Like I don't know, like probably like better might have like some hard up, or but that's just my own mentality. Like
Yeah, actually, like, especially if you use sites like Ash Model, they have strong security on their this thing. So you rarely see anybody pushing your content or
exactly.
spamming it or generating malware.
Yeah.
Those sites have strong cyber security during their website. So
You
you
don't
don't see
really need
them
to
doing
worry
anything.
about someone hacking you, because you're not really like you are using like some other people's website or something like that. You're probably using Medium or Ashnode. Like those people that created those stuff, they're like great developers, great cyber security guys. Like, so you shouldn't be worried about that. Just be worried about creating like great content. That is, and probably like showcasing your content to the world. That is what you should be worried about. You shouldn't be worried about. I mean, some those stuff. Is there any question? I mean, Ekun Oluwatobiloba.
Yeah, just to actually buttress what you just said. I mean, I think there is a certain extent you're going to get to if you are.
Yeah,
Hello.
go.
I think the person's network is breaking. I didn't get that.
I think that, yeah. Probably we should just round it up. Is there another question? I mean, is there another question? Yeah. Thank you very much, Miss Ubaida. I really appreciate it. Some people, Ma, will you be able to take any question right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can shoot.
Yeah. Banya, please.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. I actually want to know how easy or how hard is it to climb the ladder of content writing? Is it that easy or is it very hard to actually climb that ladder?
It's not. I won't say it's hard, and I won't say it's easy. It depends on how consistent you are and how you really want it. Like I have, someone reached out to me like, was it not like, let me see, like me this year that I wanted to get that in technical writing. He didn't even spend 2 months doing technical writing before he started sending me things like he has gotten companies to write for. He was
Wow.
already in, and because he was very consistent with it and he was doing it like almost every week, he was posting content. And before I knew it, it wasn't like a company that reached out to him through his content and should come and write for them. So it was not even him reaching out at first. One company just found his content helpful and they reached out to you that we found this and wants to write for us, something like that. So consistency and you maintaining your streak will really help you to get faster in it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ayomide.
Oh,
Yeah, good.
Good evening.
I got my question is that when you have your blog and you post your content on your blog, how can you promote your blog and what do you start to get from blog that you created?
okay.
Probably.
Do you mean like
Okay.
personal blog with your domain, or you're putting blogs on Ashnote, Devto, and other blogging sites, or you're creating
Yeah,
your
I
own?
mean, I mean like all these WordPress that you said you can make use of WordPress, and WordPress is mainly like to create our own domain under WordPress. So I used to wonder that when do we start to do, even though we have our post on the blog, like what do we start to do as an individual?
Okay. Okay, for all your blog, you can easily put your blog, maybe your blog link as part of your profile. You can put it on your LinkedIn. People will know from your LinkedIn this that you have a blog and you do write, and they can easily go through it to check. You can even use your blog as your portfolio. When they say drop your portfolio as a technical writer, you put in your blog, because your blog already has like a list of the content you've written before. So anyone that wants to like know your work, they can easily go through your blog link and check through other content that you've written before. So those are one of the benefits of. And also you can add monetize your blog. You can put like monetizing links, like for anyone that wants to appreciate your content, something like what is buy me a coffee, something like that, that people can easily send you tips for, to maybe to appreciate the work you're doing and stuff like that. So you can monetize it that way. Even blogs that even Ashno, they've added that initiative for people to pay you for your content. So that's another benefit of having a blog.
Wow. I'm really blown away. I don't know, like, it's so amazing, it's so educative, it's so, I don't know if there is some other English to like add, I don't know. So thank you very much, Ubaida. I really like appreciate it. Like the content was well delivered. not only well delivered, but like it was like a very quality content, and I mean it was so brief that, and it was brief to the point, and it was really cool. I mean it went perfectly well. I think another question just coming into my brain right now. Will you advise someone to probably like use multiple accounts, like if you have like Hashnode, Medium, and all those stuff, or just a single account?
Okay, are you saying that we can having two accounts on Ashton or having Ashton having dev to
Yeah,
having
having Hashnode, having Dev to all those. I mean all
yeah,
those.
sure, you can some people even do this in like they'll put content on Ashton, they'll put it on dev to again, like but they'll have like canonical URL that this content was originally published on Ashton, but you can still view it on dev too. So you can put your content on all those sites, put on Ashton, put on dev. I think dev even has like a larger community than Ashton. So once people put on Ashton, they put it on dev too again, so you can do it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you have any suggestion? Like either one or just, I mean, multiple.
Multiple. I use multiple too, so
Oh,
you can use multiple.
okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we also like collect your number. Bro. Let me link up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can follow Miss Ubaida on, I think that is GitHub. Ubaida LinkedIn Ubaida.a. If you probably want to like chat her up, you can send an email or something like that. That is our email. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I don't know what to say again. I think so like I mean for the next upcoming event, that would probably be like that's going to be like next weekend. And the two events that we'll be having for next weekend is there will be a skills session where I mean we'll be taking introductions like Linux shell, I mean like Linux operating system and stuff like that. So it's just like an overview of Linux, and you probably like be learning some command line stuff. Probably I will be the one to take that. So then there will be another probably on Sunday. There will be like introduction to data science. I think data on Saturday it is introduction to like data science and AI. So then on Sunday it is going to be like this skill session and stuff like that. So then I will also advise everyone here to probably like start your technical writer. I mean, it's whether you are a programmer or I probably are just getting started. As Ubaida said, you can, if you learn something, start writing about those stuffs. So, and at least if you make money through it, yeah, that is very important. Thank you very much, everyone. I think, I mean, we just have to like end it here. Thank you, Miss Ubaida. See you guys.
Bye everyone. Thank you for joining and thank you for listening to me.
Bye,
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank you very much.
You say, but take my. You just see me, sir. Sir, this content every week.